Yeah, that was kind of my reaction. I'm all about political debates, but that just came completely out the left field. And no, I don't want context. Pretty sure it was faster last time, maybe you should try reloading. Well, I did already close a bunch of things down. I'm wondering if I need to be a little bit more brutal in my purge of having far too many tabs open. No, I've lost my... There it is, overview. It's not using a huge amount. You know what? I could close these. Whoops. Oh, don't crash on me. Damn it. I still have all of my thumbnails open from when I was creating thumbnails for YouTube, so let me just close those. With my awesome artistic skills, which consists of going to a game's wiki page, grabbing the flag for the country I'm playing as and putting in great big white letters the number. Oh, and my logo. Mustn't forget that. So a bit more goes into it than that. Right, let's close all of those. That should save a bit. Renovations needed. Oh, no! I just paid out for this. Alright, what does this thing actually do for me? Because it is costing me a small fortune. It does massively increase urban gravity. Where is it? I'm not seeing Great Cathedral on here. Well, I wouldn't be able to replace it until, well, for a long time. I assume that some buildings just don't appear on that list. Yeah. Oh, no, there, cathedral. It's a very, very powerful cathedral. I was so close to paying off the loan. In fact, the loan exists because I had to do this. How bloody often do you need to do these renovations? It was like 2 years ago. Great Cathedral is an event-based construction. Renovation shouldn't be that close to each other. Yeah, that's what I thought. French need to take better care of their property, if you ask me. This is really, really frustrating. I just paid out for this in exactly the same city. If it was like Lyon or something saying, hey, we need some money, I'd be like, yeah, okay, maybe. But this is Paris. I feel like this is some of the massive amount of corruption rearing its head here. Random number gens kicking Mordred volleys down. Oh, that's nothing new. Pay it and then cheat in some money. I really don't like doing that, though. And also, I don't get what the event is. A great edifice is being built in the city. Modifier until the end of the game. That sounds like a positive thing. I'm going to repair it and renovate it. At least I'm not taking another bloody loan out for this. And if it comes up again, then I will cheat in money. Because that's just stupid. Not again! I hate this event! Oh well, that's my finances ruined. Mirtis, you're not being cool right now, and I'm on the verge of timing you out. Calm it down. Cold year, starving. Montpellier loses base tax. Yay. Great edifice means a great cathedral is being event constructed there. Yeah. So you'd basically lose it and then have to build a new one, I guess. Which I'm going to assume costs more than 100 ducats. I'm most annoyed about the fact that I've just... Really? Twice? Grr. At least it's not just me, this is worldwide. Court level has fallen to level 3. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Things aren't exactly hunky-dory in France right now. And no, I am not spending more on my court. Voltaire is right in that one. And you're right, this really has slowed right down again. Oh, oh no, these are not the same. Oh no, they're the same again. I don't from +1 to +4 to +0. I don't understand the finances in this. My public services have just rocketed again from 7 to 11. Is that because we have some kind of subsidy for people not able to cater for themselves? I don't understand what's happening. What are those cold weather events about anyway? They're basically just Ice Age coming in and then leaving. So I think that this actually was during a little ice age, or a little, yeah, was called a little Ice Age, which retreated during the latter part of this game's time frame. So that was one of the reasons that, for example, Greenland was thought to have been depopulated. Was because it got too cold. But when the Vikings actually went there, and the reason it's called Greenland is because it was warmer and therefore more fertile, less covered by ice. So it's historically accurate weather events, but they're kind of sucky. And yeah, it is a submod. And I've renewed the loan. Renewed the loan. Wow, I really can't talk today. A case comes before the papal court. I'm gonna say... Is anyone bribing me? Rule in favour of the plaintiff. So, papal state gains money, I gain money. And Hildesheim gets it in their favour or rule against it. Yeah, money talks. Bishop of Lyonnais. Catholic bishops receive benefunds, a grant of land, in return for services rendered for the community. Bishops were expected to oversee the religious orders and churches of the diocese, root out corruption, etc, etc, etc. So, promote peace and order, or take an interest in his career. Getting the career thing gets you an advisor, which I really don't need, so I'll just say, focus on your diocese, please. And we are still highest chance here, so we'll still take that. Little Ice Age was later, I thought, around Tudor times. This might well just be the beginnings of it. Started in 1000 and 1800s. Yeah, that sounds about right. Although I think it ended earlier than 1800. Tudor times were when it's at its worst. That sounds about right. Relations with provinces have increased. Excellent. That's also going to mean that institutions will be spreading faster down here. Are there any others that have the institution already embraced? Hey, no. So we will go ahead and improve relations with them. And temperatures have returned to normal. Good. So we didn't go into massive debt this time. Which is a much, much better position, situation, thing. How's the stability and national quality looking? Is it going up at all? Yeah, it's going up. And Burkers, how are you lot doing? Oops. Mercenary armies, no. Ooh, lots of things happening here. Francian Cardinal dies. Paris will no longer be the seat of a cardinal, that's unfortunate. I would like you to continue expanding city citizenship, but then I'd also kind of like some money. No, only the most select. Paris is no longer cardinal. Corruption. Corruption is one of the most common and frequent factors of political and economic life. Never in history has this been more prominent than the times of feudal regimes. So we can try and eradicate it or ignore it. Corruption seems kind of pointless to even try and control, so I'm not going to bother. Burkers lose 5 loyalty. 7 loyalty, and they give me enough money to pay off that loan. I mean, I'd like them to do this expansion of the city citizenship. Stability increase interval reduction is great, but I'm actually more after the urban gravity modifier. Do it. And then after that we'll stop for a time. Just looked it up. Commonly historians say it was 1300 to 1850, with it getting its worst just after the Tudor age in the 1650s. 1650s, best decade, say Cromwell. I wonder why that could possibly be. As in, Thames was reading over. Yeah, I mean, there have been quite a few historical records of that happening. Not any time recently, mind. New religious head. The news in Paris brings both sadness and opportunity for the king. The head of the Catholic faith in France has passed away and it's time to choose a successor. 20% chance of a missionary or theologian, missionary law servant, or theologian missionary. I'm going to go with the most pliant this time, because there's none of them which say, like, inept, which I did have last time. Flanders is embargoing me again. I wonder if that was why I started gaining a bit more cash. Maybe. Our nation's rank has changed in the eyes of the world. I have a feeling that's actually gone down, not up. Mamluks have rivaled me, and we definitely want to spend the 10 money to try and keep Silk and Lyonnais. I keep spending and I'm never making any money. Come on guys, make me more cash. Oh, that's true. I could offer knowledge if I embraced. Except I can't afford it now. Well, banking continues to spread, so I'll have to spend less money on it. And the power saving thingy is huge at this point, so that's not really an issue. Should probably try and integrate your subjects. I have been. The last one that I could do was Artois, which I've done. Unfortunately, I can't actually annex it until I have at least 40 centralization, which is about 100 years away. But you can see there, right now, simulation process at 70% requires up to 11 years. Oh, can you just do it with that button if centralization's at 40%, and otherwise you need to do it by event? I think that might be the case. But anyway, it's happening. We are doing it. Because we did it with the event from here. Decision. This really does still feel stupendously slow. This is speed 4. And I'm only using 60% of my memory and 50% of my CPU. I have a free merchant, because of course I do, because reasons. We're already pushing money from there. I should probably try and push some in from the Rhineland. Unfortunately, the English Channel is becoming more and more valuable. You know what? I'm going to collect here. And I'm going to push. Except I can't. Hang on. Trade income right now, 5.69. I'm just curious to see how this changes. Have to wait until the end of this month. Trade power's gone down, but I don't think that the trade power from lack of competition matters as much here. Then again, it might. Oh, it's only 10%. .6 still. No change. Alright, seriously, how do any of these have in the north probably? See an estuary. Yeah, I really don't have that much of a control over the coast. Because Brittany is not mine, Aquitaine's not mine, the only bit I really have is Normandy. So we're going to recall you, and we're going to collect from here. And then we're going to push trade from here. No, that's not what I meant. Transfer that guy. Denmark tells us of the oppressed Swedes. Gains a bunch of unrest and a bunch of separatists. Sweden's trying to get independence. We sorted this stuff out just in time. And yeah, trade has gone up because we're pushing trade from there. It's gone up to 10% because we have a merchant. How's the papal stuff going? We're dominating it. I mean, apparently some other places are getting more people, but we're keeping that as slow as we physically can. Did that Cold Age pass? It did. Really want to pay off this loan as soon as possible. I'm really salty about that bloody cathedral. Twice in 2 years, maybe even twice in a year. 100 ducats, which is not a paltry sum at this stage. Aha, stability's gone up. So finally I can have a look at the greater nobles and say, revoke privileges peacefully. By clever negotiation and legalistic manoeuvring over the coming years, we may tactfully revoke special privileges from the greater nobles. While there will surely be some specific members of the estate who will have their sacred ox gored, diplomatic and administrative ingenuity should allow us to generate a sufficient cause to allow us to reform away some of the special privileges without damaging our loyalty with the estate. However, the process of restructuring, as well as a few boisterous voices, will likely cause some social turmoil and instability throughout the process. So I would like to revoke the medium tax exemption. So stability increase interval will go up quite significantly. It'll remove 0.069 yearly corruption, which is only a small part of the corruption they give us anyway. Revoking a privilege will be accompanied by potential loss of stability once the estate is considered the news. The potential loss is scaled to the power of your estate. Do it. England immediately lifts their embargo. So I guess England approves. Greater nobles accept the reforms. Ho-ho! Your diplomatic and political manoeuvring has done wonders in getting the greater nobles to accept your reforms. Your country should adapt well without upset or extensive criticism from the greater nobles. Booyah! So that should see a fairly substantial increase in our money, because we were paying them a lot. Or rather, they were paying themselves a lot. So we're going to go to the state. We're going to start. That's not what I meant. Estates of the realm. Greater nobles pay 8% of their tax income, 18% of their trade, and 8% of their manpower levy. I'm pretty sure the tax income was lower than that. That's given us like a ducat extra, something like that. Marriage with Aragon. Yes, please, seeing as we're allied. It's really production income that's super low, but considering the efficiencies, that's not surprising. And production, I guess, will ramp up and probably overtake the others in the late game. Another very important question, though, is how strong is your military? Whoa! Okay, quite strong. 20 regiments of infantry and 12 of cavalry should we go to war. They have a treasury of 1,700. Oh, I see who you mean. Yeah. Let's close that. I wonder... Cannot revoke a privilege from the estate if you've given it a privilege in the last 5 years or revoked a privilege from it in the last 10. Months remaining 2. Ah. I was going to say, I do not remember giving privileges to these two, but I guess that the greater nobles provide some kind of timer. Now, one thing I should actually consider is, am I expecting efficiency to go up anytime soon? Game's not going to tell me. Awesome. Oh, this one it does. Okay, so apparently production efficiency does not go up with technology, though trade efficiency does. Increased by plus 0% at level 20. Plus 0% at level 27? So, not for a long, long time. Well, okay then. I guess I won't worry too much about teching up. Months remaining 2 was for the 2 nobles, or for the 2 estates I did not just modify. Greater nobles will almost certainly be higher. Yeah, 115. So, greater nobles, what are you guys doing? Oh, sorry, lesser nobles. Medium tax exemption, that's another one that I definitely want to get rid of. Revoke peacefully, revoke medium tax. So we're going to have a very, very slow stability increase interval for like 10 years. I accept the risk. No comment? Did you accept or not? Ah, they're upset. Despite your best efforts, there are numerous dissenting voices within the lesser nobles for your reforms. We anticipate significant fallout. Okay, so 50% chance of losing a stability, or 25% chance of losing a stability. So I think I'm probably going to lose a stability. That said, there is a 25% chance of something unsure happening. It was a 25% chance of something unsure happening. When does the 100 Years' War end? I don't know. Their influence didn't seem to go up much, but their loyalty is. So for these guys, can't do anything for 4 months. I mean, it hasn't been 100 years yet. I'm kind of waiting for England to invade me. Because they are definitely in the stronger position right now. Had a 50% chance of losing a stability and a 25% chance of losing 2. Well, I wish it would just say 2. 100 Years' War ends when all the English land has been removed from the continent. Really? So is there a chance that it never ends? England has insulted me! That's not very nice. Well, at least my income's going up, so what else can I do from you lot? Toleration of smuggling would increase trade. Honorary nobles means I can tax them more.